Okay.
Hi everybody, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel.
If you're new.
Ben, that's better. What's a video without Ben's if you're new? Oh, well, anyway. What is today, Monday? Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday. You know how I know it's Wednesday? Because tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you think I can make that work in my tiny little brain? No. In my brain, it's just whatever day it wants to be, whenever the mood strikes it. I am utterly clueless. Okay, great secret of my life. I walk through my life mostly clueless as to what day it is, what season it is,
What time it is.
Definitely what time it is, what's going on around me. Pretty much everything. I'm a mess. I'm a train wreck. And I'm so unobservant. Like, if you need to pick somebody to be a witness for you, don't pick me. Don't pick me. Seriously. Yeah, don't pick me. It would end badly for you. Wolfie's laying on the floor. He's got his back to me. I think he's mad at me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he didn't follow me to the bathroom.
Well, getting tired of that.
Getting tired of that, yeah. He always follows me to the bathroom. He's my bathroom buddy. He has to make sure I make it all right. Like I said, I'm pretty clueless. Even the dog thinks he has to lead me to the bathroom. These apples are starting to look pretty sad.
Yeah, the bananas need to be thrown out too.
Yeah, we have 2 bad bananas and 3 bad apples.
Actually, 4 bad apples, 4 bad bananas when you count the people.
Listen at her over there calling me a bad banana. Well, everybody knew I was a bad apple, but the bad banana might come as a shock. Oh, what a mess we have in this living room. I know I've been complaining about it for days. A braver person would show you. A better person would clean it. I am neither of those things. So I'll just sit here and bitch about it and let it be. But oh my gosh, it's a train wreck. And we're going to be busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
So nothing's going to happen about it tonight or tomorrow. But then maybe day after Friday, Saturday. That's what day usually comes after Friday, right?
Right.
Day after Friday, maybe we'll be able to get our tree up. I'm looking forward to having the tree up. I don't care what anybody says. It makes your living room feel warmer.
Yeah.
It just looks warmer. The lights, the pretty different colored lights.
On the white tree.
On the white tree. I saw the prettiest silver snowflake ornaments, Mom.
You did.
Somebody had made them out of wire and really fine silver garland.
Oh.
The kind that's like little wisps.
I've seen it, about that wide.
Yeah. It's just little wispy little. And they had formed different shapes of snowflakes, probably about this big. You know, about like half size of your face. Different shapes, and covered them with this. They were gorgeous. I mean, they looked like they were expensive and extravagant, but all it was cheap garland and wire and hot glue gun. You know, there are people who are so good at stuff like that. I like to lie to myself and tell myself that if I had like a craft room and could have all my stuff around me and have space to do it, that I would do stuff like that. And maybe I would. I don't know. But I don't, and I ain't, so I can't. Although I did send Ben poetry today. Didn't I, Ben?
I thought it was me you sent it.
Well, I said it, and you sent it to me so I wouldn't be able to forget it. Come here and read it to us.
Hang on. Let me get it up for you, and then I'll be in.
Okay. It's Ben's fault I've got a bowl of bloody milk sitting in the kitchen right now. Don't do that.
What's better than bloody tears?
Not much.
You guys ready to
Okay, here's our newest poetry.
This one is titled True Story About Mum. Me no think. Brainy hard. Sleepy good. Night night.
Night. Yep. That started off as a sentence, by the way. But anyway, so Ben decided he wanted me to try soaking our beef liver in milk like they do in the restaurants and stuff, instead of straight frying it. And so I said sure, if it would make him happy, because I don't want him to quit eating liver. And yeah, it just sounds weird when you say it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had him put it in a little bowl, and we covered it with milk. And even though he tried to drain the blood, you can't get all the blood out of liver. So I have a
Like
bowl
big
of
blood clots.
I have a big old bowl of bloody milk sitting in my kitchen, and it's gross.
Wolf will drink it for you.
Oh,
I doubt
ew.
I'm trying to gross mom out on camera. Is it working?
Yeah, a little bit. Whoa.
I'm horrible.
I don't want my dog drinking bloody milk.
it.
But anyway, this is going to just be a little short video today. For one thing, I don't have much time across the top of my screen. It tells you how much you can do. And it says not much. So, yeah. Chris, what do you got going on over at ARF?
Well, Friday, when I'm next going, I have to pick up the schedules for next month. That's about it.
He's excited because it'll tell all the Christmas
Stuff, yeah.
hoo-ha on it when everything's happening, including the gift exchange,
Which I'm excited about.
which he's excited about. He still has to go shopping to buy his girlfriend's present. He's making all these plans for me to drive him to the dance in Westerville at night, by the way. For me to drive him to his program at night in Westerville. For me to take him shopping at where? Macy's?
Well, online, I'm going to go to Macy's online.
Okay,
That'll
well
be
that's
easier
good.
than in the store.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put some of the money, after looking it up that day, which will be Friday, I'll look up the price on Friday, and we'll put enough to cover it then.
Okay. And then where are you buying the other part?
Kohl's, which is in town.
I do like to go to Kohl's. Oh, guess what? Bonnie sent me a message and said
What?
they have lots of new Christmas shirts over at Walmart. I said, me and the boys do dearly love a Christmas shirt. We won't be buying any more.
Got enough.
No, we don't, but we're out of money. So we won't be buying any more. And I'm going to try not to look. Because that's when I get in trouble.
That's what she buys. That's what she loves.
Oh, I don't know. I got enough I have to buy. And then the stuff I want to buy for Christmas, I can't really justify it. Although I did see something I would like to have had for myself for Christmas last night. I watched Alexandria Ryan. Guys, she's a YouTuber. Girls, if you like makeup and stuff, go watch her videos. She is the sweetest thing. She's from Kentucky, and she is so funny. She is so funny. And not like I'm going to sit here and tell a story and make it funny. She just is naturally hysterical to watch. And she'll get to talking about, like she was, and I'm not going to tell it funny like she did because I can't. But she was talking about how she was watching a video on her phone laying in bed, and she dropped the phone and it hit her right here in the forehead with its corner.
Yeah.
And so now she has a goose egg the size of the end of its finger, and it looks like a pyramid.
Oh.
She says, so now I have to walk around with a pyramid sticking out of my forehead. Oh, she's
Does that
just so
make her a
funny.
pyramid head?
I'm telling you. And she has these 2 little dogs, and she loves these dogs. And they're usually in the background of her video. And if they're ever doing anything interesting, the video just ignores her and the camera zooms in on the dogs. But she does a lot of stuff with makeup, and she loves advent calendars. And I love advent calendars. Now, I've never personally had an advent calendar for my own. And that's okay. I don't need one. But if I could have one, it would be the one she opened last night, which is from a makeup company called P. Louise. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful advent calendar. It was like a a strip of buildings, like gingerbread buildings all together. And like when you pushed one button, the windows really lit up. And when
That
you,
is snazzy.
it was snazzy. And when you pulled down the door like a drawbridge, a train caboose came out, and there was a present inside the caboose. And it had all these layers and these little doors and windows to open, and it was all gingerbread themed. And all the makeup was gingerbread themes. And there were palettes and serums and cleansing creams. And the only thing that wasn't in there was mascara. And she's opening these days that have like palettes of 8 blushes or 10 makeup brushes or 6 lip liners. And usually if you see a Christmas advent calendar, you're going to be lucky to get 1 lip liner on one day. And I could use some new makeup. But anyway, so I am completely enthralled with this calendar, and I would love to have it. And I sat down and I thought about it for a little while and thought, in all your life, if you put together all the money you have ever spent on makeup, not gifted, I'm not counting that, spent, it would not cost as much as that one advent calendar costs. 25 days with full palettes, full size, everything was full size. Nothing was trial size. It was a lot of makeup, and it was $360. Mom just went,
That's $200 above an advent calendar I really want.
uh-oh, another one? What?
Mine costs $160.
That was with shipping from the UK.
And
Yeah.
it's in a Star Trek box, but instead of giving you individual gifts, it's a new take on the advent calendar idea. And every one of the 24 doors is a piece to add to, like the first day would be the first piece, and then the second day would be the second piece. And it gives you 24 days to build the enterprise from the next generation. So it's an advent calendar plus a model kit.
No, really, that is a model kit.
Yeah.
But it's limited to opening one piece per day, so
That's the way
Go
our
real
calendar
quick.
is supposed to go.
As opposed to model kits, which you open all at once. Chris wanted a Lego advent calendar for Christmas, but it's not happening. So it'll be the first year he hasn't had a Lego advent calendar in a really long time.
I heard that on Friday it might be cheap enough, but if you can't do it, that's okay, because last time I checked on it was like $33 to $25 depending on the sale they had.
Okay, well, we'll just have to see. It's probably not going to happen, though. He wanted Star Wars. But if I was going to get him one, I would have got him City. Because the City's my favorite. Gotcha, didn't it? That'll teach you for laughing at us.
Yeah.
What are you doing, cutting something? Opening a packet, and she poked herself a good one. It just occurred to me, if I want to time something, I can just look at the top of my video. Oh, I'm stupid. I told you, clueless. I'd go through life utterly clueless. But then today, we had a mansplainer today. And I told Ben, I said, I'm not running down men. I'm not.
You just stay
I love men, particularly 2 men that I can tell you that I love. But men as a species, as a gender, tend to be assholes. Mom's over there, she's laughing at me, but she knows I'm not lying. And toxic masculinity can be very, very bad. Now, today's version of toxic masculinity was mild. Mild indeed. And I would not have called it out, except my male adult son was with me. And I don't want him ever to be that. Not that I think he would, but if you don't say, look, this is not okay to do things like this, then how are they supposed to know, right? So we're sitting there, and we went to the free produce day, which if you don't go, you're an idiot. It's so nice. We got some lovely eggplants today. It's very nice. But anyway, the lady that was helping me took all my information, scanned my little membership card, and all the cars in front of me, because you never get out of your car, all the cars in front of me were pulling away. And I said, hey, did you want me to pull up? And she said, yeah, that way we won't hold up the line. And there was a man standing right behind her to her left. And he heard this whole conversation. And then he comes up and he looks down his nose at both of us. And from the depths of his testicles, pronounced, you better pull forward so you don't hold up the line and you can just get your stuff up there. And I said, oh, really? We hadn't figured that out yet. And she just rolled her eyes and walked away, and I just pulled up.
She didn't giggle.
No, she was pissed.
Yeah.
It was so damn rude.
Yeah.
And he just thought that, his penis equipped him to convey that information a little bit better.
Probably.
I guess.
It might have.
I don't know. I wanted to run him over with my car. It was so damn irritating. It was exasperating, is what it was. Because he stood right there and heard it. And yet, felt the need to repeat it. And don't say, oh, he would have done that if he'd been a woman. And no, you know what? I'm 50 some years old. I've lived long enough to have the right to say this. Men are the ones that do that. I've never had a woman do that to me, ever.
No.
5 decades and more. Never. Men, a few times a year that happens to me. Or they'll explain, they call that mansplaining.
Yeah.
They'll explain something to you about your own personal life.
Yeah.
I don't need you to explain my problem or my life or anything to me. If I want you to explain something to me, I'm going to ask. I'm a big girl. I know how to ask. Oh, so don't be like that, boys.
Okay.
Or your mother will just kill you.
Just pinch your little heads right off.
Oh, it was so irritating. And I thought, he's over here volunteering and trying to do something good. Why does he have to ruin it like that? Why do they feel the need to do? I don't want to know. Never mind. Please don't explain to me in the comments. I'm just going to work on letting it go.
Men have let go of so much in the last 100 years that they got to hang on to something that not only are their wives bought and sold, but they actually get a chance to vote and everything.
Just why you got to be like that? And not all men are like that.
No.
But boy, if you're not like that, I'm telling you, your brethren giving you a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, you can only deal with so many people like that before you start
Boiling over.
getting sick of the damn sight of them. So anyway, bowl buttermilk. Interesting, huh? Changing the subject. I don't want to just be a channel where I do nothing but go off on men. I could be that channel, but I'm not going
Could be one
to.
that goes off on women too.
I do go off on women. Oh my word.
So much for being a short video, Grandma.
She's just opinionated, is all.
Does it really count when you're right?
No.
I didn't think so. It's not being opinionated, it's being correct.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm opinionated. I used to fight against it a little. I don't even try anymore.
Waste of time.
But anyway, I will go off on women. I got a woman at the library a couple years ago she comes up to the car. I forget whether it was Chris or Ben. One of them had to run in and do something. And they left me sitting in the car. And this was back when we had Clara, the old Buick car, And I was sitting in it, and this woman comes over. And before I can say and it was summer, so it was warm. Before I can say or do anything, she's got her head literally inside my car, in the window, in the driver's side,
In your
where
face.
I am sitting. Right here is her face. Who are you going to vote for on this? She was
Oh,
one of them
boy.
poll takers. And she went on and she was screaming at me. Super loud, super obnoxious, not waiting, giving you time to answer. Why was she even asking if she wasn't going to wait and hear what you were answering? She was just screaming and having a fit. So I hit her with the car door and opened it. She backed up and I got out, and I'm doing all this very slowly. And she is pressing against my arm, literally touching me full body, and screaming in my ear in the general direction of my face. Well, you are going to vote, aren't you? I mean, you do care that much about what happens. And she had gone off on this tangent about people who didn't vote, and she just knew I was better than that. And so I took this little finger right here, and I reached over and I just very softly ran it down from her shoulder to her wrist. And she was like, which is pretty funny considering she'd been pressing her boobs into my arm for the last 3 minutes, but whatever. And I said, ooh, soft.
Oh, that was neat.
She just stammered, it threw her out of her spiel. What? And I said, well, I'm not going to vote. Well, don't you care about, and that put her back on track. Don't you care about what happens? And I said, honey, I can't vote. I'm a convicted felon. Mom's dying over there. Didn't I tell you this story? All the kids were dying. And I said, I can't vote. I'm a convicted felon. I said, but I'd be really interested to hear more of what you had to say. I said, maybe you would come over this evening, spend some time with me at my house. And then I reached over and I didn't even make it halfway to her elbow that time. She started backing away. I mean, she didn't turn and run. She backed away until she got clear up to the sidewalk, where she almost fell because the sidewalk's raised up and she couldn't see where the curb was. When she got to that curb, she turned and she flew. And then I bitched to the librarians. And I said, whoever gave permission for this, because they have to get permission to do that there, has made a big mistake, because these people are extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive. Said she was touching me. She was inside my car. Her head and shoulders were inside the car. Told her everything that happened, and then I told her what I did. And she was like, shh, shh, and then laughing and laying her head down. And then she would shush, and she was shushing herself. Okay? Because I was smiling, but I wasn't laughing. And she was like, I can't believe you did that. And I was like, well, it shut her up. Got her out of my car. I do have a twisted sense of humor. I'm a hoot. I'm a hoot and also a holler. The mood has to be on me. And she was just so rude, crawling in my car window like that. She was literally almost touching my face. There's no room when you lean in a car window like that. There's just no room. I thought, boy, if Bo'd been there, he'd have taught her something worth knowing. He'd have eat her up. But Wolf...
Oh, and that is Mama.
Wolf, he wouldn't have been very happy about it, because that cop come over, put his hands on top of the car and leaned down, put his face in my window. Now, he didn't stick his head in. He just put his face in my window.
In front of the window.
And Wolf went batshit. He went crazy.
Wolf?
That was Wolf when he was little.
Yeah.
And I was trying to hold him back. And finally, I had to tell the cop, please get your hands off the car and back up out of the window. Because I thought, well, he's going to shoot my dog. My dog's about to get shot right in front of me. He's like, oh, sorry. And then Wolf just let me hold him back and barked. But I was having a hard time holding him back. I think that was about the last time I had him in the car alone. No, the last time I had him in the car alone, again, was the Buick, was in Clara. And I took him to get his nails cut for the first time. And he dragged me all the way up there, up that gravel driveway to the vet's office. I don't know how I lived through that. And
Then he dragged you back out.
then he peed all over their floor inside. That was fun. Then he dragged me back out. And when I got to the car, the door wouldn't latch.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to drive all the way across town, holding the door shut, keeping Wolf in the back seat and steering with one arm. So I got over to John's and he came out. I never could pop that door latch. He showed me 1,000 times. I just couldn't make it do it. And it took him like 3 seconds. So I went over to John's and he popped the latch. And then I was able to drive home.
Did Wolfie try to get him?
No.
No. Wolfie's a good boy.
But that was the last time I ever took Wolfie anywhere alone.
He's a good boy.
Now I don't do that anymore. Tomorrow Chris is staying home from ARF, so he won't have to be alone. Aren't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on his phone. He probably doesn't want me to say that in case somebody from ARF watches this. If you do, keep your mouth shut. Keep a secret. Do a dude a solid. We have a dog. We don't like to leave him home alone. I do not even want to know what would happen if we left him home alone.
Mm-hmm.
It would not go well. Oh my gosh, my hair's hanging down and everything.
For instance, you and me would both cry all the way there and back.
Yes. We would be so worried. Our blood pressure we'd be in the hospital. Chris really wants to stay home and eat that chocolate cake I made. Did you have a piece for breakfast?
No.
No.
I meant to, but almost didn't get up.
Okay, I guess I better finish off this video. Ben, you got anything you want to add?
Meow.
Double up.
Meow. Meow.
If you've been around us very long, you understand that. Except Mom. Mom doesn't understand it. She's tried to block it from her memory. Chris,
Yeah.
anything you want to add?
Not right now. Maybe Friday.
Wolfington. Wolfie.
He
He's
won't
looking
even
at
look.
me.
He won't even look at
No,
me.
look at Mom.
Is there anything you want to add, Wolf?
He says, make Chris give it the little puppy bites to the puppy.
That's what he said. I heard it. Plain as day.
I'm checking them now. I was letting them cool down.
That's a good amount of bites.
I ate all but like 3 or 4 bites.
Wolfie
We didn't
approved.
get any cheese sandwich, so.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. For more weird tales of me being crazy to random people, please tune in Friday. I'm sure I'll have one from going to the doctor tomorrow. I usually do. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves and come back and see us then. And wish me luck tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.